Good.
Good? How do you like the place?
I haven't really looked through everything.
We do have a bunch of merchandise. As I don't know if you know, this was the first center that opened up after the academy. So we are considered the first expansion of the Rafa Nadal Academy in Mallorca, in Spain. Because of that, we try to copy the same structure as the academy back there. So we do have a little store like we have there, and we also have a museum that we're going to go right now, and a little sports cafe, and obviously the tennis courts. So let's show you around real quick. Come on, let's go up. So, as I said, in Mallorca, you can find a massive museum. It's also called the Rafa Nadal Museum Xperience. And there, obviously, since it's a bigger place and it's his hometown, that's where he keeps all his trophies since the one he won when he was a little kid like you. You can go visit them. And what he tried to bring here is just a little version of that, okay? So please go ahead. Right now, we're actually in the process of re-changing the whole museum. Okay, we're adding some more interactive games on this side and here. So if you find a bit off, we are in remodeling phase right now. These are just a little collection of memorabilia from some of Rafa's friends. I don't know if you can recognize any of the athletes, maybe tennis players. Do you think who do you know this one is?
Yes.
That's his Davis Cup, Rafa's Davis Cup outfit. You know who this one could be?
Sharapova.
Maria Sharapova. Who is this? Who's that racket? You know?
Roger Federer.
Roger Federer. Well done. Andy Murray. And obviously we do have other sports. Okay, and as we go to this phase here, this is more of the Rafa's own collection. As I was mentioning, we do have a few of the tournaments, not as many as you can find in his other museum, but we have plenty good collection of one of every level. Okay, that means one of a ATP 250, 500. We've got two Masters 1000, which are the one in Montreal and Monte Carlo. And we will have a Davis Cup trophy. Okay, that's Spain one. 2008, that was Rafa, one of his first tournaments, Davis Cup he won. Look up for you is a bit easier, I think. You know that logo? There's a little story behind this. It's Rafa's mom. She was asking Rafa's dad to please, can you get rid of all these shoes that we've been collecting for years and years and years. These are all his collection. You can see they're all personalized with a bit of his logo. That must be Roland Garros, because he had 4 already. He was opening up here, the center, so he had the idea of making a shoe logo. All right, so a lot of people come here, lay down and take some photos. Here would be obviously the most important side. Hopefully you can get one of these one day. Most people point out that the one on the left is a bit small. All right, that's the size that you get when you take it home. When you take the photo, you possibly get a bigger one, like you will see Rafa over there on the photo. Rafa, how many Roland Garros does
14.
he have? 13, 14, 13, I think.
14.
14 with the last one. You might know better than me, I'm lost. When he won the number 10 Roland Garros tournament, offered him one. He gave him a special one that you can find in his museum. But this would be the actual size, much handier to take on the plane.
Yeah.
These are just some of his most iconic shirts or t-shirts that he wore in some finals. Which one do you think? This one, I would say, is possibly one of his most important. I don't know if you've seen the documentary about it, a movie. I think it's the greatest match ever played, or something like that. You can YouTube it. It's really fun to watch. It's telling you the story behind this final. The year before, I mean, this year Rafa won 9-7 in the 5th set, but the year before he had barely lost in a very epic match. So for him coming back the next year and winning against Roger was a really big thing. It's also his favorite tournament, or was his favorite tournament as a kid that he wanted to win. Even though he's the king of clay, he actually likes Wimbledon a lot. All right, let me show you outside so you can see the courts. So it's been raining a bit, but we have 8 clay courts.
Yes.
Okay, I don't know if you can see our stadium right now. This would be considered Cali clay, new clay. It's a different type of clay court. Together with the 3 that are underneath the dome, those are also the same surface. And if we walk this way, right now it's not in the best state because of the rain, but these are traditional clay courts. Okay, with the thunderstorm we had, they're a bit wet right now, but this would be the other 4 traditional clay courts. Do you like clay?
Yeah,
More
I
than
played
hardcourt?
on it
You prefer hardcourt?
an hour ago.
Yeah? Have you ever played before? Do you have clay back in LA?
No.
Not much?
No.
difficult. You guys got hard shoe.
We only have
clay,
a green.
green clay, right?
Yeah.
The hard shoe. This is similar to the hard shoe, but the base is a turf, so it's not so slippery.
What's like the history of like the center?
This center was opened up. The official opening was on February 2019. Okay, so we've been running for 4 years now. Obviously, we had a pandemic in the middle, which never helped anybody, but we back out of it. For the 4 years, Rafa was here, the opening party. I don't know if you've seen the pictures or the videos. Hopefully he can come back. I know right now he's in Greece visiting the Tennis Centre, so we hope one day he can come around. Normally you will see him in the academy in Mallorca, obviously, because that's where he lives. His family comes quite often, and I hope he comes back very soon also.